Have you ever had one of those days where you leave home expecting to visit a place, but come back feeling like you've traveled through centuries of history? Today, I'm taking you with me to Greenwich. It's one of London's most historic neighborhoods, and we are going to sail along the River Thames, discover British maritime history. We're going to explore space, time, eat traditional British food, and hopefully, spend just enough money to still afford my train back home. So let's go. Today's video, we'll be exploring London. London is such a beautiful city, and I am like, it's summertime, so I need to make an effort to explore these places. My plan for today's video is to take a boat cruise from Westminster Pier, honestly, depending on who taught you English. And then from there, so a boat trip like a cruise from Westminster Pier to Greenwich. And then later on, I'm going to explore Greenwich, maybe Greenwich Museum or any other places, interesting places. I will come along. So come with me, guys. I'm so excited for this, and this is just the beginning because we'll be doing more exploration of London now that I live in London. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't, and those who are subscribed, thank you so much for riding with me. And yeah, let's go. That's my outfit, guys, and I feel so cute. I feel like I'm 16. Can you imagine? By the way, how old am I? Why am I this old? Let's go, guys. If I get time, I'm gonna journal. I had a meeting with my therapist today, and she gave me some assignments. So if I get some time, I'm gonna journal, but I'm not sure. So just packing some stuff. I'm just packing some things that I need to carry. And this is the bag I will have. I feel like it's a bit long though, but yeah, I will just have this. This is what I'm gonna have. Anyway, let's go, guys. Don't know how I found myself reading about men lately, but all I can say is these are interesting creatures. Anyway, let's continue with our journey. Within no time, we arrived at the Westminster Pier, and good music. You can see this guy, very good street music. If you have something, you can tip him. And then once you get out of this, on your right, you're gonna climb those stairs, and you'll be able to see the Big Ben. So if you haven't seen Big Ben and you get to the Westminster Pier, get outside, take stairs on your right, you'll be able to see the Big Ben. And this is me just appreciating the sunny London in it, because you don't get this twice. Once it's gone, it's gone. And I'm not kidding you guys. And always feels good to just get outside, out of my house, and just get lost there, wander around like any other person. And also what I find interesting about London is that it's an international city, so you'd be able to see different people. And if you're a social person, if you're a social butterfly, you will be able to interact with different people. For me, I just say hi. Did we see the London buses? I can't get enough of London buses because I really find them cute. And yeah, I really like, one thing about London that I love is the London buses, the double-decker London buses. Yeah, so are you guys satisfied with the Big Ben? Because I think I've shown you all that you need to see from this side. So I'll take you back to the boarding of the riverboat. So this one, how much did I pay? I think it was £12. It was £12, okay? So our budget started with the transport, which was I think £3. Now we'll be spending £12 from Westminster Pier to Greenwich, and I think it will be worth it. So We made it right on time, so I'm gonna take the river cruise boat 2 p.m. Let's do this! So excited. I wanted to put some disclaimer here. If you come to London and you want to use a boat in River Thames, I would advise you to take a boat that is guided, like that has a guide that will tell you what landmarks are as you're going. For me, I use this one because I'm like, oh, I've been here before, and the reason I just wanted to just be outside because it was very sunny. So yeah, I will try to share some of the landmarks that I see. But I hope you've seen one, the London Eye. Have you seen it? I hope so.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I can spot St. Paul's Cathedral, which is one of the most London's iconic landmarks. Can you see it? Are you able to spot it? The dome has watched over London for more than 300 years. It rises above 111 meters above the ground, and for more than 250 years, it was one of London's tallest buildings. Are you able to spot the walkie-talkie? This big white building, and then on the other side is the shadow. The photos are going so quickly, so fast. So yeah, on the left is this big building. It's called the walkie-talkie, and it has the famous Sky Garden, where it's available to the public, but you need to book in advance. So if you get a chance to come to London, you can book the Sky Garden. And you'll be able to see London from the top floor. Okay. On your right is this big tall building, which is a symbol of modern London. It's called the Shard, and it's a very big landmark as well. Right in front of us is the famous Tower Bridge. People confuse this one with the London Bridge, but this is Tower Bridge, okay? And I think, to be honest, it's one of the most photographed bridge in London. Right in front of us is the HMS Belfast. It is a permanently moored as a museum ship on the River Thames in London, and it's fully open to the public, by the way. So if you come to London and you want to explore some historic ships, and this museum is a good one. It's opened daily from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the closest station is less than 5 minutes walk away, by the way. Yeah, so if you ever come, give it a try. And this is the Tower Bridge, not London Bridge, Tower Bridge. Towards the end of this boat trip, you're greeted by this beautiful, vibrant area, which is the Canary Wharf, guys. Canary Wharf, it's really beautiful, by the way. If you get a chance, come and take a walk here. There are beautiful restaurants as well. But yeah, it's one of the Europe's biggest financial districts. So yeah, finance guys, how are you? This is your place. We are arrived at the destination and we're greeted by this beautiful restaurant overlooking River Thames. I think if you come, give it a try because the views, guys. So this is the Royal Navy Royal Navy College. One of the tourist guide told me it used to be a hospital for the Navy, for the people who are sick and were in the Navy. Now it's a museum. For this you can't go in for free. It's £19. I had not planned to go here, so first things first, our priority is going to the Greenwich Park and the museum, which is also pretty free. So do this, guys. Let's go. I'm so excited, by the way. Oh my god, look at this. How big is this? Oh my god, we're going here. I even don't know the best angle to take this one from, but you can see it's that big all the way. The shape. So let's explore. So these are places we want to visit. National Maritime Museum, 5 minutes walk. Queen's House, Royal Observatory, 15 minutes walk. This is the Cutty Sark. How are we going? I think I need tickets for here. I came across Cutty Sark and I wanted to see what this boat or this ship is about. It's not free. I had to pay £16.99. Anyway, but what is this? Why am I here? What did I learn? So I learned that Cutty Sark is one of the most famous ships in the world. It is a 19th century tea clipper built in 1869 to transport tea from China to Britain as quickly as possible. Back then, whoever delivered tea first could make the biggest profit. So speed meant everything. History also says that after that, later the ship also carried Australian wool. I went to the third floor? The last floor, and standing there I couldn't help thinking about the people who built ships like these without modern technology, the engineering, the courage, the navigation, and the sacrifices. Honestly, history is just about old buildings. It's about ordinary people doing extraordinary things that shapes the world we live today. Here's another activity you can do other than just watching. You can do these risky things. You can do the climbing. It's called Cutty Sark rig climb experience. It's £50 for an adult. It's £60 for an adult, and then £55 for students, and then £49 for children. I got ice cream on my way because I'm just a girl. But tell me why it was £5. Guys, by the end of this video, you'll know how much I would have spent this day outside London. Crazy. But the girl is happy. A win is a win, innit? I visited Greenwich Museum. The best part? It's completely free. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to explore every exhibition, but it's just another reason to come another time. Then I visited the planetarium. The cost was £16. And honestly, I think it was worth every penny. So this was interesting for me to learn about how London looks like at night. So we were just learning about constellations. Constellation is a group of stars, and we're just learning what London sky would mostly look later in the night. The recording wasn't allowed inside. So one of the experiences you simply have to witness for yourself. I can't record that. One of my most favorite moments was getting the opportunity to interact with experts and ask sustainability questions. So I asked one of the astronauts about the human impact on space, and they said that as more satellites are being launched and space exploration grows, we are beginning to face challenges like space debris, pollution, and long-term sustainability of Earth's orbit. So it's reminded me that sustainability isn't about protecting our oceans, forests, and wildlife anymore, because we are now going to reach to other planets. Can you imagine? I am so hungry, but I'm going to the Royal Observatory. So crazy. So this is the Greenwich Park, which is really beautiful, by the way. Green. I don't like the way the grass is like this, obviously because of people stepping on the grass. That's why it's like this. But I would come here when it's more green. I don't feel to come here when it's more green, but this is so beautiful, guys. One thing I like about the UK is the way they have parks, and not just parks, but very big parks for the public, and they are quite well maintained. It's really good. So we're going to the museum, not the museum. I'll tell you the name. And I'm so hungry, I need to look for a place to eat food as well. Ooh, it's so hilly. Ooh. We might fall. Ooh.
What would happen? They might do less than 6 or not much money.
Well, I was going to say. You don't want to help.
So after a long climb up the hill, I arrived at the Royal Observatory. This was where you're able to see the prime meridian where east meets west, and if you need that full experience, including standing there, you needed to buy a ticket. I think it's £12 or £16. And to be honest, my wallet politely suggested that I admire the free galleries instead, and guess what? I still learned so much. The Royal Observatory was founded in 1675 by King Charles II, and its original purpose wasn't tourism. It was built to solve one of history's biggest problems, finding longitudes at sea. Because without it, ships became lost, trade suffered, and lives were often lost at sea. Astronomers at Greenwich used careful observations of the stars together with mathematics, physics, and geography to create increasingly accurate ways of measuring time. Eventually, Greenwich became the home of Greenwich Mean Time, better known as GMT. Let's reflect about time. For many years, countries measured time differently. Each town simply used the position of the sun. So when the sun reached its highest point, it was noon. And that meant neighboring towns could all have slightly different times. As railways expanded and international trade increased during the 19th century, the world needed one common reference. In 1884, a representative from around the world agreed that the prime meridian passing through Greenwich would become longitude 0 degrees. From there, the world was divided into time zones stretching east and west. Almost every clock and every time zone we use today can trace its origins back to this hill. Also, something fascinating I learned was how owning a watch used to be a symbol of wealth and social status. Before mass production, watches were handmade, expensive, and often owned only by the wealthy people, the naval officers, and successful businessmen. So it's not like a luxury like we have today. You can buy a watch whenever you want, anywhere. So in those days, being able to measure time accurately wasn't just practical, because it represented education, it represented discipline, and also privilege. So walking through these exhibitions made me realize something, that time is one thing every human being receives equally. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're young or old, every day begins with 24 hours. Perhaps the greatest wealth isn't money at all. Maybe it's how intentionally we choose to spend time. And time is one of those things humans have valued so deeply that even cultures have developed quotes, proverbs, philosophies like time is money, lost time is never found again, time and time wait for no man. They even when people are saying like, just give people time, time can be valuable than wealth because money cannot purchase yesterday. Like time itself, it just changes the way you look at time. Your life is just not a big milestone. Graduation, marriage, getting a job, traveling. Your life is also Tuesday morning, your commute, the conversation. Like time is just a big concept, but I respect time. To be honest, I left genuinely feeling amazed by the brilliance of those who came before us. Outside the observatory is one of the best panoramic views in London. From here, you're able to see the Canary Wharf, you're able to see the Shard, you're able to see St. Paul's Cathedral, you're able to see the Queen's House, like you're able to see lots of London's landmark. And right next to it is the Green Park, which makes it a perfect place for a picnic after exploring. So if you bring a blanket or a beautiful picnic set, some snacks and good company, or even just yourself like me, you honestly have a lovely afternoon. By now, I had walked for hours. I was absolutely starving. So while I was going back, I came across this traditional pie and mash restaurant, and I thought, I'm just learning about British history, so I might as well try their food too. So I ordered traditional beef pie with mashed potatoes. It was very comfortable, and I think it was really good and filling as well. Then when I was ordering the food, a lovely lady invited me to sit with her and her family. Can you see us? I'm telling you, we ended up chatting like we'd known each other for years. And I was like, wow, moments like this remind me that traveling isn't about the landmarks. And sometimes it's about the kindness of strangers you probably never meet again. The Cutty Sark. And then, you see? I think they are planning to plant something here, but I'm not sure. But you see the area, there's market and very nice views. So if you want to have good views, this is the place, guys. Okay, yeah, very nice view. Something else you don't want to miss is this big, I will Google for you guys. It's called the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. So if you come to London, you are in Greenwich, next to the Cutty Sark is the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. It's a very hidden gem. Looks like. So if you come to London and you find this one, come here. It's my first time getting in, so I don't know what to expect. You could use the lift. You could use the lift or the stairs. I'll be using stairs. My God, look at this tunnel. I'm here all alone. It feels so empty. My God, my God. How did people build all these tunnels? Guys, I forgot to tell you, the dinner was, I think, £15. So you can do the math from the train from home, all the trips, the things I did, and then to going back home, which would be, I think, £5 or £4. But as I boarded my train home, I carried with me hundreds of photos and unforgettable memories, and that's why I decided to share with you. And also a wallet that was very light compared to when I left home. But would I do this again? Absolutely. This Greenwich reminded me a lot of history, and sometimes history is not very boring, okay? So just go out and learn about the people who came before us. What did they do? What inspired them? And also meet new people. I mean, I like visiting new places, meeting new people, and I really enjoyed. So if you enjoyed coming along with me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more London and UK adventures. See you in the next one.